All right. Well, good evening, everybody. You just caught us in our tech check just to make sure everything's all working. But here we are. It's just looking at all of these handsome and beautiful faces. It must be Tuesday evening, which means it's business owners smashing it online. So if you're surprised that you're here at Business Owners Smashing It Online, that's a great thing. You've actually entered the a good session tonight. If you're not surprised, well, welcome back again, and good to see you. So for those that don't know me, my name is Nick Cree, and I'm your host for this evening. And in the wings, we have waiting Adam Boot, who is our guest speaker tonight. And he is going to be talking on how to increase your sales conversion rates by up to 700% without spending any more money on leads. So I'll introduce him shortly. But I am actually just really curious as to who's in the room tonight. So what I'd like you to do, if you so desire, you don't have to, it's not compulsory, but it's always good if you do, is come and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what your business is, and why are you here tonight? What is it that really inspired you to bring you along here tonight, or what do you want to learn? So your name, business, why you're here tonight. Who's going to kick us off?
Okay, I'll start. Since I'm incredibly shy, and I thought it's about time I came out of my shell tonight. So
glad we could help you with that, Aldrin.
Hello. I'm Aldrin Alternay. Good to see some familiar faces tonight, and good to see Adam again. And can't wait to hear what Adam has to say tonight on sales. I have a media business on the Gold Coast, very passionate about inspiring more truth and good news in the world. And the good news today is I've got a client on Channel 7 tomorrow. Very excited. We've just had some great PR with a client, which you can see it all on my Facebook, see the story. We're turning a negative into a positive, which is what I like to do with the media. Any negative can be turned into a positive. So had a hot angle we've gone out with, and we've been inundated with inquiries. So that is really cool. And I do this, the reason I'm passionate about truth and good news is to help decrease depression and suicide rates. I've actually had 4 friends take their own lives by the age of 45, and I've had depression over the years. So I've seen firsthand, also as a journalist for over 20 years, the impact of negative news. And I do encourage people to question everything they hear in the mass media, because we're not getting the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help us God. So do question everything, and also I love business. I've been in business 20 years, and sales is a hot topic. So I can't wait to hear what Adam has to share tonight. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you, Aldrin. And yeah, good to see you again, and good to see that you're vibrant and extroverted tonight and out of that shell of yours.
That time I came out of the closet.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Who else have we got here tonight? G'day, Jeff. How are you going?
Good, thanks, Nick. And I'm looking forward to finding out how to increase my sales. It doesn't have to be 700%. 500 I'm happy with.
I'll give you 4.
But I'm a reputation marketing specialist. And one of the things I love too is something like with Aldrin's doing. I like to get a negative review. When somebody gets a negative review, I like to turn it around into a positive. And you can do that by the way you answer it. When I was working in pharmacy, I was the go-to guy when anyone came in for, there was a bit of difficult customer, and I used to go in and I'd sort it all out in no time, calm everybody down. That's what I like to do. And I'm a reputation marketing specialist. I help people, local business owners, build authority and trust online so that they are the go-to person for that particular industry in the Gold Coast.
Awesome. Excellent. Oh, good to have you along here, Jeff. And be great to see you pumping up those sales in your business as well, too. All right. Who else we got here? We've got Fred. How are you, Fred?
Yeah, I'm good, Nick, and really enjoy your rooms. I'm another one of those shy people that don't like getting on camera or don't like talking, but however, I'll give it a go tonight and see how I go. I run a digital agency from my home office in Melbourne, and I also run a digital connector network, which helps people get referrals and build their business by connecting with other like-minded individuals. So that's what I do. And like I said, I'm one of these guys that just hides behind the scenes. Thanks, guys.
Excellent. Oh, well, it's good you've come out from your shell there and come and joined us as well too. So, and and I was going to say, yeah, if you want to put your details and things into chat, feel free to drop your details into chat. So it is about networking, sharing, as well as learning tonight as well too. All right, who else would like to say hi, introduce themselves, business, and why you're here?
I'll give it a crack.
All right, how are you, Toby?
Good, thanks, Nick. Hey, Adam, everyone.
Maybe.
Yeah, Toby Naji here from Melbourne, Australia. And I run this thing called the BCF Coaching Academy, which is an online education institute for entrepreneurs and business owners that want to launch their next great big idea. And what we do is we help them create a product market fit. And how we work is we test and validate the idea before we launch it. So we don't launch the idea until it's properly tested and validated. So we can save us considerable time, money, opportunity cost, and even sometimes marriages. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Yeah, it's an online course.
And what brings you along here tonight, Toby? Anything in particular you want to learn?
Well, I came to see Adam actually. So yeah, I think we're all part of another networking group. So I thought, yeah, when I saw Adam's name, I thought, yeah, and Nick, yeah, I've come along to support you, but certainly Adam's the headline dude that I came along to see.
Indeed he is. Excellent. Excellent. Well, good to have you along here again, Toby. All right. And we have Ron. How are you, Ron?
Yeah. G'day, Nick. Hi, everybody. Yeah, Ron Beswick. And our coaching business is focused on helping over 50s to design and live a magical third act, inspired and excited that the best is yet to come. And yeah, so tonight, well, anything to do with increasing or improving sales has got to be good news. And as always, Nick, it's fantastic to be here with this bunch of smiling faces as well.
Excellent. And it's right on dinner time as well too. So you've escaped from actually making dinner. So another bonus and plus.
Oh, totally. Yes.
I've done a fair bit of research into entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship doesn't peak till about mid to late 50s. Would you believe that? So if you're 50, you still haven't peaked. So
oh, absolutely. Yeah. And
yeah.
You reach the third act, which is 60 plus. That's when life really begins.
Yeah, and the average age of a founder is, believe it or not, 47. It's not your 20s, believe it or not. So interesting. Yeah.
So even today, with all of these young tech entrepreneurs, it's still up there, is it?
Absolutely, without a doubt. They only make up a small percentage when you look at the reality. Tech entrepreneurs' average age is 40, but in other industries, about 47. That's for a founder, believe it or not. Yeah,
that makes me feel really good that,
Look at that.
all of those past years that I've wasted away actually had a purpose there. I enjoyed it and ready to get into this third. I'm probably even looking forward to the fourth act too, Ron. I'm not sure whether there is one, but I'm hoping there is.
Oh, well, looking at the fitness activity you're doing at the present time, you never know.
Yeah.
He's not taking photos of him working out though, Ron. Have you noticed that? They're only before or after. We don't know which one's which.
And Ron, I was also going to say that older entrepreneurs are twice as likely to succeed as opposed to younger entrepreneurs, although younger entrepreneurs are more likely to have high growth businesses. And it kind of makes sense. As you get older, you get more experience and more mature and more risk averse. So you don't go for the high growth stuff. You just go for the stuff that.
Is that the way to get emails if you want?
Isn't that interesting?
Excellent.
That is really interesting. In fact,
good stuff. Thanks, Toby.
It's interesting in a really good way, sort of knowing the age bracket that I'm sitting in at the moment. So thanks for that.
Napoleon Hill wrote about that in his book. I think Think and Grow Rich, he was talking about how the average man doesn't really hit his straps until mid to late 40s. Mind you, when he wrote the book, the average man probably didn't live past mid to late 40s, so who knows?
It's probably 55 was like deathbed.
And then when you see people like Daryl Braithwaite that I saw old ones at a concert with. So Daryl Braithwaite, the Aussie rocker, who's up there performing with sort of high energy at age 73. It's like you know, this is obviously just where life begins now. What sort of 50s, 40s, 50s must be the new teenagehood, is it?
Absolutely. The 40s, the new tweens.
Excellent. Love it. Love it.
70 is the new 40, by the way. 70, they're saying, is the new 40 now.
Absolutely.
Daryl Braithwaite
Without a
at
doubt.
73. You can see the Facebook lives I did. He is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him live in concert. He's incredible. He's just got good energy, and yeah, it's just really good. Very inspiring.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's kick into it. For those that have just arrived, my name's Nick Cree, and you have arrived at Business Owners Smashing It Online. This is a session for entrepreneurs, business owners, budding entrepreneurs, and those ones that are just hitting their straps now, coming to their 50s and 60s and 70s. So, and what we focus on is online apps, tools, strategies, processes, and business to help you do things quicker, faster, make more money, and to enjoy the journey along the way. So we do have an agenda tonight as well too. Now I'm just going to check. Can you see my screen that says Business Owners Smashing Online? Great.
Yeah.
It's just this new feature where you can actually share two screens at once. So I'm actually just experimenting to see how well it works. So here we are. It is Business Owners Smashing It Online. We have an agenda tonight. So next up are some cool online tools, which I will take you through. Then we'll bring on Adam to talk to us about how to increase our sales by 400%. There'll be time for questions and answers during this as well. There is a prize at the end. So Adam has kindly offered up a prize for the end of this evening. So as ever, when we do draw it, we've got a special way of drawing it. When we do draw it, you need to be in the room to win it. If you're not here, then we just go and draw it again. And then we'll close off just letting you know what's happening on the next event as well too. All right, but just for now, I would love you to check in on the social media platform of your choice. Yes, it is Facebook on screen, but don't feel constrained that that's where you need to hang out. So if you're on LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever's your social media platform of choice, feel free to check in. I saw some people taking photos of the screen, which is great. Feel free to tag me in, tag Adam in. If you're here with someone else or you think someone else may be interested in this or possibly should be here or could be here, tag them in as well. On Facebook, where you do that is we normally create a post. You just tap in that area. I think it's probably the same on the other platforms as well too. On Facebook, you'll get a screen pop up from the bottom. One of the items there says check in. So if you just tap that, and you'll see a range of probably places around beside you. You may or may not see Business Owners Smashing It Online, but if you do search for it, it'll come up. Then you can tap on it. And then you can add a comment and add a photo and whatever, and post it there online. So that's we do that for two reasons. One, obviously, is to spread the word of this event, excuse me, a little bit further. And it does remind people that had registered and haven't shown up. They'll, sometimes they'll see that in their feed and they'll say, oh, that's right, it's supposed to be here. And they'll come and join us as well too. And the other, which is important for you, is it helps to build your digital profile. So as people are, hovering over your profile image on social media, often they'll come back to your profile and have a look and see what you do, who you are, where you hang out, books you read, people you're connected to. And one of those things often is the events that you attend as well too. So it just gives a more rounded picture as to who you are and what your interests are. All right, well, let's head into our cool online tools. I've got some goodies for you tonight. So are you ready? Strap in and let's see what we've got. All right, can you see the screen there that says Wayback Machine on it? Yep, perfect. Okay, geez, this technology works. I'm really excited. Two screens at once and it actually works. All right, so first one is, this one is called the Wayback Machine, which is the Internet Archive. And what it is it's a snapshot of websites all the way back in history. Not quite sure how far it goes back. I know it goes right back into the early 2000s. So, if you had a website, back 10, 15 years ago, it'll be stored on here and you can see it. So is there anyone a website that they want me to bring up and have a look at? if you do, just mention it, drop it in chat, and I'll pop it into here. What do we got? We've got, let's just find one here. Let's say, I reckon that's a website, I think. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Fred. Abby.com. Let's grab that one there. It's always good to see a real life one in action. All right. Obviously got everything. Let's try that again. So abby.com.au. All right. So we'll click browse history and see what it brings up. All right, and you can see that there are bars here with sort of snapshots of it. So what do we got here? We've got one back in 2009, and the blue dots are actually snapshots that it's taken at the time. So it doesn't take a snapshot every day, but just at periods of time. And here we got 24th of February 2009. And there we go. Look at that. That looks like a good old school website there. Isn't it amazing to see how far things have come and what things looked like back then? So that was Australian Business Index back in was it 2009. So I can actually go right back to the very beginning. I think the very first snapshots way back here. Oh, there we go. So that was obviously at a time that the website was still being built. And so you might ask, what's the use of something like this? Well, a couple of uses. One is because people change that, do update and change their websites, there may be some information that was back in an earlier era that is not in the current website. And so you can go back and have a look at that information by going to see a version of that website. I know some people use it to grab PDF documents even. So there are PDF documents of or lead magnets back then, and it's a good way to go and grab those, because these links on it, menu links, they all work as well too. So you can actually navigate your way through the site, and if there was a PDF document, it'll still be attached to it as well too. The other reason for using it too, and we've done this before, is that I had a person there who went overseas. Her hosting was due while she was overseas on a very extended holiday. She didn't get the email because she wasn't checking her emails while she's over there. Her website went down, and in fact, it was her web host actually deleted her website because it hadn't been paid. So what we were able to do was come back to the Wayback Machine and use this next app called the Wayback Machine Downloader. And we could download a full copy of her website and restore it back onto a new hosting server. So who'd have imagined that you could do that? So you could do that with let's say another high-ranking website as well too. Oh, here we go. We've got to put HTTPS. So we can actually sort of download this website here. So start scraping. And I've got to put the archive URL in, so I need that full URL up here. Yeah,
there actually won't be much there, Nick.
No, that's right. It's all right. I was just sort of give a bit of a demo. So there we go. Start scraping. It'll bring it down. So so this person here, we're able to restore their website. It wasn't as simple as a download it, re-upload it. We had to sort of rebuild the site, but we were given a significant head start in it, and it just cost her a lot less than it would have to build a site from scratch, write all her content again. So able to the key thing was actually grabbing all her content. So so there you go. So that is a the Wayback Machine. Oh, this is actually the link that I want. There you go. So I'm trying to do sort of three things at once, and I'm just really not cut out for that. Should really only focus on one thing at a time. So that's the way. Yeah, could be too. So the address for this. Now we'll drop these links into chat. And if you're not familiar where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, you'll see a speech bubble icon. It'll say chat underneath it. If you click on that, then it'll bring up a screen with chat in it. And we've already got some conversations going in there, which is great. And we'll put these links into chat so you don't have to squint and sort of try and work out what the URLs are. We'll put them in here, and then you'll have them. And you'll see at the bottom of chat, there are 3 little dots. You click those 3 little dots, one of the options is to save that chat. So you can save it now, and you can save at the end of the session. It'll just incrementally save it every time you press that save. All right, so that first link is archive.org/web. Next one is waybackmachinedownloader.com. Our third app for tonight is one called Fireflies. So this is one that I previewed probably around about 3 or 4 years back. But what it is, and it's come a long way since then, it's Chrome extension. It's an AI tool which will, as soon as you jump onto a meeting, so it'll recognize like Zoom or any webinar that you're on that you've initiated, or meetings, Skype, and Slack, and it will pop in there as an attendee, and it transcribes your meeting in live time. So you'll get a transcription of it as it goes. Now, the other thing it does too is you can create meeting notes out of it. So if there are action items, it's got an AI facility to pull out those action items. So you're left with a list of just action items at the end of your meeting. It is searchable as well. So you'll get the full transcript, and you can search for particular words through it. It'll integrate with Zapier and various APIs as well too. So you can send the transcript. Let's say you've got a team of virtual assistants, or got a virtual assistant that you want to send it off to them. You can automatically sort of connect it through to send it off to them, or if you want to save it in a Google Drive or Dropbox, it's got all sorts of integrations for you to be able to do it, including linking up to some of the more popular CRMs as well too. So there is a free plan for this. You can try it out and see how it works. I know someone that uses just the free plan, and that's enough for her business. And then they've got paid plans up there, which price-wise are pretty good there. So $10 a month for Pro will pretty much give you everything you need, and 8,000 minutes. So the free plan is 800 minutes. The Pro plan is 8,000 minutes. So there you go. That is fireflies.ai. Our next one is, this is one of my favorite tools. Has anyone read the book by Ryan Levesque called The Ask Method? If you haven't, it's a really, really good book to help you with segmenting people as they come in through your funnels. And he's a proponent of using quizzes. So a quiz is something like, let's say it's a coffee website, and they're trying to work out what sort of coffee is best suited for you in order to make a recommendation on the sort of coffees that they're selling that would best suit your palate. So they might ask you, questions. Do you prefer sort of a strong, bold coffee? Do you like something that tastes like dishwater and sort of a couple in between?